People get afraid of unknown things. Well, yeah, that's what fear is, right? The fear of the unknown. It was originally there to like help us survive, but now I think it just makes people anxious. Okay, nice big cutting board we'll use for this. So this is like, let's say maybe a third of a piece of whole pork shoulder. This is what we had left over from when we did our schnitzel slices. So then I just vacuum sealed it and froze it. So yeah, we'll dice this up next. And then get it cooking in the pressure cooker. I haven't used the pressure cooker in like quite a while. I'm excited. This, we'll put the knife on the steel. And happy to report we got one last minute supper club meal yesterday. The one guy wasn't sure if he would be home this weekend, but he messaged me like later last night. He's like, do you have any extra portions? I just found out I'm gonna be home. I was like, yeah, I always have extra. I always have like 1 or 2 extra portions just in case. Must have been a small piggy. This is like a third of what it originally was, Mike, for the sizing. Get this out of here. Grilled cheese for you, Blood Oak? Nom, no energy to make anything. Thank you, Kermit, for the 14 months in a row, friend. Holy smokes. How are you doing? Hi, Suki. Good afternoon. Everyone's just filing in. All right, let's get into this. Like I said, 1 to 2 inch cubes. You can take a peek at the recipe that I'm using for inspiration today. I think it's all gonna go great. Try and keep as much of the juice in here as possible as well. This is cracking me up. Dust. Oh man, I have to ask, did anyone catch the Food Beast stream yesterday? That was something else. Put this back. It's actually my favorite episode I've ever watched by them. That emote, it's new. This one, yeah. That's the face I made when we ate brunch at Bouchon in Vegas, Dust. I had like the smoked salmon eggs Benedict, and then Sam snapped that photo, and then I passed through it the other day, made it into an emote. Holy smokes. Yes. Thank you, Funky Savvy, for the 11 months in a row. Chat, we almost have another VIP. Exciting. And you're doing good, Kermit. Just read the 2nd volume of a really good manga called Blood on the Tracks. Nice one. Sounds great. Okay, so look at this. We got a couple different things happening here. So this is like a trim. We will definitely use this up. We'll just be aware of how small we cut it, right? Because it's already kind of sliced thin. And then this is where the shoulder blade was. So they can't really help how the shoulder blade is shaped. Like this is usually how it ends up regardless of however you take that bone out. So first thing I'm gonna do here, kind of slice this chunk off. And then we'll slice the fat cap off. Kind of unfortunate that they did separate it from the piece of meat, because I would love if that was all together, right? Just to keep everything moist, but that's fine. We're gonna use everything here. We'll dial it in accordingly. And with us like tossing stuff around as it's roasting, I think it'll still cook really nice and even. Okay, so lay this out like this, and then I'm just gonna cut this in half. And then you can see how it tapers thinner to this one end. So we can start cutting the cubes here, like up until probably this point, and then we'll slice this back in half. So just do it one at a time so we get everything nice and consistent. Yeah, look at that marbling. It's gonna be so good. Has anyone ever eaten or made anything like what I'm making today? I don't think I ever have. This is what I came up with when I was thinking of how to use up this pork shoulder today. It was like, I'm either gonna grind it up and make like honey garlic meatballs, because that'll cook quicker, or I decided we were gonna do something different today. No, Kermit. I think it's gonna turn out really yummy though. And it is also deceiving. When I took this pork shoulder out, I was like, yo, is this gonna be enough for 4 of us? But it'll definitely be more than enough. It's quite filling, right? When it's fatty. Fat keeps you full. Oh, okay, Weasel, that's good info too. Usually don't buy pork. Is it gonna be cold and hot? No, everything is gonna be warm. All the veggies are cooked. Warm rice, warm pork. But you could always like take this rendition and in the summer or spring, choose to do like more of a raw preparation of the veggies for some extra freshness, right? Just making some more room for myself here. I want to keep everything on this board. It is also going to be like very full in the pressure cooker. Like I said, it's deceiving how much is here. And I think we'll actually like sear the pork pieces first, a little bit at a time, and then load it all in the pressure cooker, because that's how we get the most flavor out of everything. Okay, so this, you can see it's already split. So I'll just keep going here. Buy them on sale, Twitch Blackmore, hack it up in smaller pieces, add it to stir fries. Nice one. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love rice bowls, chicken or steak. There's so many options, right? Yeah, sear all this fat first in the pressure pot. And also it'll shrink up the meat just enough that we'll be able to fit it all in there. I don't have a massive pressure cooker. Just a wee one for moments like these. And for sure season this, right? Season before we cook. Do this since it's a bit thinner. And then these are more chunky. Go with that. Okay, so now just gonna spread this all out because we can season it right on the board so we can save dishes this way. And then we'll get the induction out and get the pressure cooker pot on there. It's a stainless steel pressure cooker pot, Tefal brand, and I think the max size is 4 liters, unless it is a bit smaller. Did going to culinary school help you make a better grocery shopper for cooking at home? Yeah, like we did do a really good class for purchasing, food costs, learning all of that stuff, Kermit. But I mean, anyone can do that for themselves at home, right? Like the best way to be a good shopper is to always try and buy things that are on sale and plan your menu around that. Just gonna get rid of this knife and then I'll wash my hands. And then I think we'll just do simple salt and pepper for seasoning now. Not too much, because I think this is gonna get tossed in a soy glaze. This is where I will just take a peek at the recipe. Yeah, that's the scimitar. So that's a butchery knife used for cutting up big pieces of meat. It works great. Yeah, you're welcome, Kermit. That was a great question. Okay, so boom, here's our recipes today. Just checking out the first one linked there. Lord Byron's Kitchen. It doesn't have a ton of like great reviews on this, like 3.8 out of 5 stars. I was like, a bit sus, so I'll just do it my own way. Yeah, so they do, okay, he did onion in with there too. bakes it with some onion. And then the glaze is really simple. Garlic, honey, some chili flakes if you want. Okay, that is really simple. I'm gonna do stuff like soy sauce in there as well with the pork, just for coloring too. Add a bit of umami. Excuse me, girl. Salt and pep. Next week on the menu for me at work, we're making mass amounts of chicken salad sandwiches. And we actually only have like 3 days of delivering to the schools and making the food next week. So my 4th day, I think I'm literally just gonna make boxes. Fold as many boxes as possible. But yeah, I've already learned all of the hard menu items for the kids' lunch program. I learned all the hard ones in my first 3 weeks. And I think there's only a rotation of 4 different things anyways. It's quite simple. But we are basically maxed out for the school program now. We literally can't do more than 650 kids in a day. So we don't have anything big enough to cook the food in. We're like, chef, this is it. Like, this is the max. You can't add any more. He's like, what? Hi, Rusty. How are you? Chicken salad sandwich. So yummy. We're like allowed to put herbs and stuff in it too. That's actually tasty. Are the boxes reusable? Typically not, Mish. And I'm probably going to go with just because of COVID. Otherwise, like, that would be so nice, right? If we didn't have to literally fold them all the time. But I think with the pandemic, you can't reuse them just for sanitary purposes. Rusty, you're doing good. You can't complain. Yeah, same here, man. Thank you for stopping by today. Guys, if you haven't checked out before Rusty Rhymes stream, they do food cooking as well on Twitch. So go give them a follow. Check them out next time they're live. Yeah, figures, right, Mish? Yeah, we do mostly, it is like elementary and maybe junior high schools, but I think it's mostly elementary kids. That's a good one, Weasel. Yeah, cranberries in there. Good one. Okay, I'm gonna put this pork to the side and we will get our pressure pot and everything else set up. Also just gonna give this a little wipe. Yeah, good one, Wilson. Followed Rusty. School food is terrible. I know, I wish it didn't have to be that way, right? Like, this is one example I can give you, is the food that we make for the school kids, we actually have the teachers starting to order now as well. That's how good it is. They're like, oh, can we get in on this too? Kind of funny. Oh man, this induction just wrecked. Give that a wipe. For sure, Rusty. Always try and spread the love throughout our cooking community here. Like, with the overlap of our viewers, so awesome. But at the same time, like, we all produce kind of different content. That's why we gotta keep spreading the deliciousness. Is it part of a new program from the local government to have higher quality food? I actually have no idea. I'll have to ask my chef how this all started. I don't think it's paid for by the government. I think it's a one-off just by this company for them to give back to the local community that way. Okay. Let's get this pot out. Start searing up some meats. How do we know what we cooked in here last? If you've ever pressure cooked beans before, this is how the pot looks. I don't know why this happens to this stainless steel, but this is what beans do to the pot if you pressure cook them like just with water. Interesting. Okay, boom. And then I'll probably go, oh, just give this a little wipe. A bit of moisture on there. I'm gonna go pretty high temp for this, right? Probably like 330 Fahrenheit to get this searing. We're not trying to fully cook the meat at this moment. And then maybe just a little bit of oil so the pork doesn't stick at all when we first pop it in. That's really all I can think of here. My mic is acting up? Ah! Okay, so that is what happens, guys. This is one thing I've noticed. Also in some other cooking streams as well. And like it always kind of bugs me watching that. So thanks for letting me know. I think it's only when I really lean over the plate that the magnets affect the microphone. Back here, is it better? Or is it still being weird? And then let's just get a pair of tongs. It's way better when I'm further away. Interesting that it's like way worse today than all the other days. Yeah, I think it's the worst when I'm like literally standing over it, right? Explaining what we're doing. I have to be by the flowers? Okay, go gadget Kate arm to stir the pot then. Never heard this before. I do hear like the induction on this pot is very magnety. And that oil's already smoking, so I'm gonna put the pieces in there. Usually I find once we start cooking it gets better. Let me know, chat. Thanks for all the info too. I'm gonna start with the fatty pieces and then go from there. Fat equals flavor. Should I just turn down my mic for now? I think this is gonna go quick. It's actually good to know for the truck, because like if this one induction is doing it, imagine if we got the 4 burner one. I don't think that'll work. It's better. Okay, thank you, friends. Thank you for updating me on that. You know, we always try and give the best quality that we can. Okay, this is all sounding really happy. I'm just going to probably just put the meat in a bowl as we sear it. Should go pretty nice and quick. Come a bit closer. It's really steaming up. Okay, I think we gotta flip this already. Look at that. I will say this pot has a really nice heavy bottom, so it holds the heat well. Hello. Really steamy today. I don't know if I can move this fan closer. This is a Tefal pressure cooker. And guys, I'm only gonna sear 2 sides of this stuff. So once the other side is browned, take it out and start putting in more pieces. Should go really nice and quick. I think we dialed in the temp here. So I originally bought this pressure cooker pot at Costco a couple years back. I think we paid like $20 for it. It was very inexpensive. Okay, now more like lean pieces, so really watch it that it doesn't burn. And then, yeah, it's a 2 liter? I think it's only 2 liters. While we're adding this meat in, make sure we don't overcrowd. Otherwise it will steam instead of sear. And we're just really looking for the caramelization at this point. So that's how it starts. This is how they should look. I love frying stuff on the induction too. It works so good. Yes, I would think you could, Raimi. Yeah, do it in the Instapot. I don't know if you've ever seared in the Instapot, but it's probably possible. I've never used one, so I'm just not totally sure. You have done it before. Thanks for the info, Wilson. So probably 3 more. 3 more sets of meat to get browned. Look at that. It's already turning color. That's also why we started with the more fatty pieces first, so that you really get that nice layer of fat and nothing sticks. Sounds like a radio next to a cell phone. I'm sorry, Mary. I don't know why the induction is giving me such issues today with my mic. But I'll just mute my audio if I have to. Scat. What you got for snacks today, Scat? I can't even turn this fan up anymore. I don't know why it's so steamy in here today, too. We're wild in chat. Pork's just so happy. And yeah, watch your face, because this might splash. You use yours, Mary? What's the last thing you cooked in there? Usually cook big portions to take to friends, but not a lot fits in yours. Yeah. Me too. That's why usually when I use it, it's just for like 4 of us. That's it. Just wiping the lid off for the pressure cooker here. Got a little bit dusty sitting on the shelf. Don't use it too often. And then we'll do a little switcheroo of these pork pieces. Yum. Look at the fond building up. Fond equals flavor. Load it back up. Yeah, pinto beans. That's what I often use my pressure cooker for, is beans. I think that's what I've used it for the most. Okay, One more set after this. Yeah, you got a bag of pintos. There you go, Mike.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni, chilling with my homies.
Thank you so much, Reese's Pieces 17 with the Prime Gaming sub. 3 months in a row now. Welcome back to the kitchen crew, friend. Hope your week is well. Yeah, get a chunk of hog jaw from the grocer, put it in your beans. We don't have that stuff available here, Wilson. We don't really have pig's heads available, but I'm in. And hi, Josie. Hello. How are you? You love hard-boiled eggs in the Instapot? I've heard that's an easy one. And last thing Mary made was beef stew. Okay, flip. Flip. Turn this up just a bit more, I think. This is smelling really good. Yeah, any kind of pork scrap will work too. Pork hock is really good as well. Starvin' Marvin Joes, you're still working? Or you're supposed to be? Just a little work and lurk. Nobody needs to know. That looks good. Okay, I'm being good. I'm standing back here. Now, do I want to deglaze with anything in the pot? I don't know. I don't really have anything, actually. Maybe just a bit of chicken stock? Could be good. And then I was just digging out, this is for later, our sweet soy. Let that warm up. Okay. Perfect. Next round. Hi, Red Jeff. Happy Friday to you too. Hope your week was good. Welcome back. Are back to cooking today. Look at those chunks. Ouch! Careful. It'll get ya. Watch your face. Get the welding mask on. Now we're cooking. Okay, that's all the pieces. About to leave and drive a couple hours away to a retirement party on some fancy golf course with billionaires. They got billions? You should ask them if they need a private chef, Wilson. Do you need a private chef? Although they probably already have one, right? That's how it works. Your wife's company's owner? Oh yeah, because your waifu is a businesswoman. That's right. That's right. I hope you have the best time ever. Whoa, this is browning pretty quick. Do not go anywhere. Almost there. That really shrunk down. This good. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that chicken broth to do glaze. Just, it's always good to have a bit of moisture in the pressure cooker. Instead of it just being dry, it really minimizes the risk of it sticking and burning on the bottom. Yes, I have used that before, Blackmore. Yeah, we used to get that in like the big jugs in a restaurant that Sam and I worked at together. But yeah, that was like the closest thing we could find to that version. It's so dang good on like so many things. Sweet and salty glaze. So I was thinking we would take that sweet soy sauce and probably just mix it with a bit of these juices from the pressure cooker after this is done in there. Porky juices, yum. Okay, time to start removing this, and I'm gonna turn down the heat now, just so we don't burn the fond. And then it's gonna get really steamy when I pour in the chicken stock, and it also might splash, so let's just be careful. I'm not gonna reserve any of this oil out, or the pork fat even. Go something like that, like a cup. And then we'll stir that up to get all the tasty bits off. And then we'll bring this back up to a simmer, the liquid. And we'll put all the pork back in, pressurize the pot, and then set a half-an-hour timer for this to cook. Hi, Lily. The sweet soy sauce, we got that from an Asian market, Rainy Shrew. Yeah, I typically can't find it in just like the local grocer. Either that or like try and find it somewhere online, right? You have a conversion chart from UK cooking to American? Yeah, are you meaning like what? Weight, temperature. Whoa, look at that. Okay. Scraped all the bits off here too. That's the most important part. Now we put this back in. Then we'll put the lid on. It shouldn't take too long. I can maybe even do this all at once. Ooh, look at the pork juices. Perfect. We didn't overload the pot. This pot has a line on it. It's like max 2/3 full. You want to get it. But yeah, we're not even close to that. And then just one more thing. I'm just gonna wipe around the edge of this pot because we really did splash up a lot of the oil and stuff, and I just want to make sure we have a nice clean seal. Don't want the fat to disturb that. And this pot sears stuff so dang well. And then we'll also just give a wipe of the excess splash of the fat around on the induction so it doesn't get stuck. Okay, I'm gonna pop the lid on this. Go boom, make sure it snaps. So boom, and then, so right now there's no pressure on it. See if we zoom in. I'm gonna put it, so we have this release button. Looks like just a little smoky, steamy thing. The next setting is for veggies, so that's the low pressure. And then the one that looks like a chicken or a turkey, that's what we want for the pork. And then I don't set the timer until we have the steam coming out of the top of this. That's gonna be nummy, hey? And then this is just like a mirror almost, holy. Okay, so I think I'm gonna hold on to the bowl, the spoon, the tongs, because once the pork is cooked, it's gonna get tossed with a like soy sauce, honey, garlic sort of glaze. So might as well reserve that for later. And then while this is coming up, I think we should actually bring together that glaze. So I'll just pop this down beside us here so we can keep our eye on it. And we'll keep rolling right along. So far, so good. Like, that was one of the most important steps that we could have taken to make this delicious. And yeah, we already have the pressure building, so maybe I'll just wait. I'll just wait because it's already coming out the top. Turn this off so you can see that steam coming out. So first it kind of comes out this small hole, and then this will lock. So that's going to start creating the pressure, right? And then it will start to come out this hole next. And that's when we just turn down the heat to nice and low heat. You don't need high heat and high pressure at the same time. Oh, dang, Mary. So for recipes, a UK conversion chart. What do you think went wrong? Tried to do a Nadia bread one. You burn the bottom and it's still doughy. Huh. I don't know. If you want, Mary, you can like private message me and we can talk about it afterwards and try and figure out what happened. Just following up our list here. Pressure cook 30 minutes on the pork and then a toss to coat. And then, is this better, me turning my mic back up now? Is the induction a little better? Is it still bad? I'm hoping that when we put this over to the side, it's gonna stop. It's the conduction eye. Still fuzzy, but a bit better. Okay. Thank you for the updates, friends. I don't know why today, out of like all days, it's the worst. It must be this pot, right? Must be this pot because we don't often use this. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, very strange. Okay, I'm going to turn this up one more heat setting here just to get it pressurized. We'll take this chicken stock back. It's smelling really good in here. Like once you leave the kitchen, that's when I usually notice it. Nom. There we go. I hear it. Now we're going. So that's what you want. So now I'm gonna turn this down to like 240. You should just have a bit of steam coming out the top, but not as crazy as it just was. Like you should just kind of hear this shh. That's about it. I think I'll be good there. So I'll set the 30-minute timer. And that's how we fast track the cooking. Okay, putting this to the side. Get it down. Okay, next one, our sort of glaze. Might as well start with the garlic. Mince that up. Like 1.5 heads of garlic probably will do. And we'll use the garlic press to mince. Just move this wild animal over for a sec. Grab a couple things over here. Do you think we should leave like the sweet part of the glaze until near the end for the honey? 'Cause I'm scared that it might burn, right? If we put it on too early. And then one more thing, some soy sauce. which I don't know if we have that much left now. I think we did really good using it up. We've been trying to use up all the extra soy sauce packets. I think we pretty much have. Okay. Oh, there's more. It's like I better put that on the list. Boom. Boom. Grab the sesame oil. I think that might be in the fridge. If anyone has any other ideas of what to put for the glaze, let me know. Hey Daph, how are you doing? Your waifu's taking you to the coast for your birthday in 2 hours. Hee hee. Yeah, it's not till the 28th, but you're doing it early. I hope you have fun. And yeah, it's gonna be cold. What do you plan to do there? Anything fun? Hey, I'm just gonna take a really quick break. I'll be right back. Whoa, it smells insanely deliciously porky here. Hey, it's Samo. It's a Samo. Yeah, the VIP worked finally. It's cold in Edmonton? No, it's warm right now. It's only -1 outside right now. Super duper nice winter day. It's so funny that that's what we consider nice. Okay, let's start taking our garlic apart. And we're creating the glaze for our pork bites. Honey garlic glaze. Yee. Garlic is still sprouting. Man. Hate that. It's like I just bought it. Whoa. We're really giving her. This pressure pot's going. I just had to turn it down one more time. 210 Fahrenheit. And yeah, thanks, Daff. Thank ya. We might be going electric. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Said I can't make a decision until we actually drive the car. 'Cause who knows? Maybe we'll hate it. Maybe we'll hate it. Okay, no skimping on garlic in this. I think that's good. 1.5 heads of garlic. Grab a chef's knife so we can smash the garlic open, peel it. I'll grab the garlic press. And then a cup so that we can mix this glaze in. Pack Eric a bowl? I might be busy, but if I'm not, sure. Okay, so smashing these helps to peel the skin off. Just kind of opens it up. Yeah, Pooh almost got grounded. We're testing to see if she had ants in her pants today. The ants left her pants. She's actually napping. And so because we're using the fresh garlic, that's why we don't turn up the oven too high later when we go to roast these pieces of pork. So I like the temperature 275 Fahrenheit for like a slow roast. That way we won't burn anything, but we're still breaking down the connective tissue of the meat. Just trimming off that piece of garlic. It didn't look good. Here it comes, Regia. One of my least favorite things. The sticky garlic fingers. It's already happening. That's also how you know your garlic's nice and fresh, though. Wilson, bowl for the dog, bowl for the cat, and bowl for me. Okay, this garlic, you can see it's sprouted. So we're just gonna pick that out. If you have to, you can like slice the clove in half. And then usually if we just kind of pull down on that sprout, it'll come out. Because that can be a bit bitter if it gets green like that. So definitely take that out if you start noticing that happening to your garlic. You don't want any bitter garlic flavor, only the nice sweet roastiness. Really excited to see how this turns out. If everything works good, I'll definitely type up this recipe so you guys can use it at a later time. Since I never really found any type of recipe like what we're doing today online. I was like, I guess we're making our own then. I'm in the garlic zen. Holy smokes. Now we let the garlic press do all the hard work for us. Just gonna rinse my hands. So sticky. They don't even work anymore. Can't even move our hands. You see the garlic veins? Never really thought of calling them that, Daff, but it's true. Okay. So now we just start pressing and mincing. It's honestly so handy. I find it's just a lot cleaner than mincing on a cutting board. Oh, this is an update I have for everyone. So I don't know if anyone remembers us slightly talking about a big partnership coming up, but it's actually been like taken away. They pulled back, but honestly for a good cause. Like I totally understand where the company is coming from. They're like, Kate, We really want to support you, and like the big company enjoys your content, but we don't want to downgrade the quality of the stream for this. So we're gonna develop something else new that works with your picture-in-picture, and we'll go from there. I was like, yo, like, thanks for being honest. I totally respect that you don't want to downgrade the quality of my stream. That was interesting, I thought. I'm like, we're not really losing anything either by this happening. It's kind of bittersweet, right, Dust? And like, I still can't say the name of the company at all, but I'm just hoping that the opportunity does come back in the future for this new product they're making that is like more similar to how we run our stream. Just keep pressing, 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 pressing. I think does everyone have the garlic emote now that Joyce made for us? Or is that a special tier still? Hi, Greek. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Josie, it's just flour? Yeah, we do have it. Yes. Still love that one. Oh, shoot. That's the garlic zen. That's what I was talking about. See, it's even been captured for us. Holy, this is getting messy. Ain't no skimping on garlic and these, though. Greek, you still at work? Working and a lurking? Did we use too much garlic? If Bonk was here, he'd be so mad that I even asked the question. Never too much garlic. I find that like if you're cooking the garlic, it's hard to put too much, or it really takes a lot for it to be overpowering. But raw applications of garlic, you can definitely use too much by accident, and then it like bites you right in the face. It's like, whoa. The egg is cute, but the little toast is cuter. How about the mushy? The cute little mushy? That one's pretty awesome too. Yeah, Mish. Actually, Kate, didn't quite use enough feta. You know what? That's a fair complaint. We didn't use any today. Buy a better garlic press? This is telling me that it's actually the garlic that's not that fresh. Because it should just completely press through there, Red Jaw. This is an expensive garlic press. It's a Pampered Chef one. But this tells me that the garlic is weird, not the press. Nice, Greek. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we don't even have to say it here. We know this. Where's the kimchi emote? Oh yeah, we never made the kimchi emote. Okay, next one that we unlock for sure. Or I could always just switch out, right? If you give me ideas, we can always switch them up throughout the year. I'm sorry, Torino. Yeah, coming from Torino, it's like, whoa, this is serious stuff right now. Okay, just doing a rinse here. De-garlic myself. And then we have 14 minutes until maybe the pork is good. Until we turn off the pressure cooker, start releasing the pressure. Then we toss the pork with tasty bits. Lay it out on a baking pan and let that slowly roast. Ditch the avo. We should discuss the lack of dessert emotes. Chat's just coming at me. Sure, let's discuss it. There's never been a better time than now. And hi, Hot Carl. Oh, for sure, Daff. I mean, like, if I could grow my own garlic, that'd be great. Okay, just doing a quick rinse-a-roo here. So sticky. What kind of dessert emote would you want? A cute slice of cake? I think I got a cupcake on there, unless I didn't upload it yet. Chocolate? You guys tell me. I just made them up because no one said nothing before. Hi, Bonk. Ice cream, good one. Yeah, cookies. Honey, garlic, pork, Bonk. Is this enough garlic for the pork? We did 1.5 heads. This is where we're starting here today. And then now we're gonna put some soy sauce in there. And maybe just a little bit of honey to help it glaze. And then we can do more honey later, right? Hope you're having a good day, Bonk. Yeah, a pancake is a cake and cake is dessert. We're gonna have the battle. Battle of the desserts. This is gonna be so good. Yeah, I think Pampered Chef is American. Because, yeah, that's what our garlic press is. And to me, like, that's a pretty high quality press. That's why I'm calling out the garlic instead. It's like, I don't think I can spend more on this. You have several Pampered Chef kitchen items. There we go. That's when you know. Pretty serious about cooking. What's your favorite one, Bonk, that you have? Okay, so remember, we did a little bit of salt and pepper on the pork when we were searing it. That's why we're not going insane with this soy sauce. You have the same press, Wilson? That's pretty cool. Yeah, a plastic garlic press. I can see that breaking, right? And okay, so this honey totally like went crystallized in the container once it was opened. I'm gonna do only a teaspoon for now. It just squeezes out. And then I'm gonna stir this up. That's it. Shouldn't need any other fat. Ooh, what about this for flavor? I don't know why, but I just thought of like some coriander maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Probably the simpler the better though for this one. Well, that glazed up nicely. Look at that. The way that's gonna coat the pork. Yeah. Does this look blurry today, guys? Like I literally, oh, that's why, because of the searing. I was like, I literally just washed the camera, everything today. It's still blurry. It's because when we were searing the pork, it splashed. Give me a sec, and I'll give that a wipe. Girl, can you please come up here? Get up here. Or are you done with the chair now? You're done napping? Just looks at me and looks away. Now I gotta wash my hands. Clean the lens. We clean the lens pre-sear and post-searing. These are the things that happen as a cooking streamer. Hello, long tour. You don't know? Huh? Are you pulling my leg? Use a knife for chopping garlic, Josie. That's how we're taught in school as well. And like restaurants don't usually have garlic presses either. It's the one thing I always push back on. It's like one of the handiest things. Okay. Just gonna go to this view for a sec. She got all splashed up. That should be insanely better. Yay. Just gonna turn that induction up one. Okay, so that's our glaze. Literally just minced garlic, a little bit of soy sauce, and a teaspoon of honey for now. We'll add a bit more honey closer to it finishing to really get it nice and sticky and glazy is my hope. So for now, we can just push that to the side. And I just turned up the pressure pot one more just to get it fully pressured for like this last 7 minutes, let's say. Holy, that is like insane pork smell. I can't find the happy medium here. Like 210 is too low, but then 240 is too high. What do we do? Good quality heavy duty garlic press makes quick work of garlic. Yeah, it does. Okay, next one. Why don't we start working on our carrots, our cabbage, stuff like that. Got this bag of organic carrots on sale yesterday. I think we paid $3 for this. Pretty good price. You like the crunch the knife makes into the garlic, Josie. Yeah, that is fair. Like, there's always more than one way to do something in a kitchen, right? You choose the one that works best for you. No matter if someone tells you otherwise, you do what you're comfortable with. People are always going to share their opinions. I'm going to do a bunch of carrots. We'll do that. And then we have half a cabbage to use. And Bonk, your favorite Pampered Chef stuff is the cheese knife set. I love it. Okay, let's get a peeler. It smells so heckin' porky in here. They don't look the best, right? These carrots, that's why I'm gonna peel them. Like, I'd rather not. But I don't think we can get away with just rubbing them with a towel. This person's gonna give us a run for our money, I see today. They get one more chance. Okay, yeah, that's right, Wilson. Have a safe trip, okay? And hope you get lots of good snacks there. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Fried chicken dinner going down. First time I'm making sesame roasted carrots as well. These also get like tossed with a little glaze. After we cut them, we toss them and then spread them out on the sheet pan or the roasting pan. A little bit of fresh ginger on there as well. We'll use the microplane to grate it. Ginger sesame carrots. I don't know if I agree with that statement. Carrots being bitter. I don't know what kind of carrots you have, but usually I think of carrots as sweet. It's like one of the sweeter vegetables out there. That's interesting. Maybe it's how they're grown then. That's probably what makes that happen. Typically the case if a piece of produce doesn't taste good, it just wasn't grown properly. Whether it was the farmer, the climate, really anything, right? There's so many different variables and things that can go wrong. So we're just cutting off the minimum amount here. Get the most amount of usable vegetable. Okay, gonna turn this up one more time. Interesting. The amount of terpenes increases with more ripening? Just starting to put carrots in your meals, Rusty. Used to only like them raw, never cared for them in soups. Really? Carrots one of my favorite. Too much myrcene? I don't know what that is. It's buzzing because I turned up the induction. I'm sorry. It's obviously the pressure pot today because we've used so many other different pots on there. I don't know what to say, but we're almost done using it. Why today, Cookie? Why of all days? Okay, I think I just want to slice these kind of thin on a bias cut so that they're like nice bite-sized pieces that you can mix into the bowl. I'm just gonna wait till this pot is done, I think. Got a couple minutes. Yeah, it's fine. Unfortunate. Oh, for sure, Torino. I mean, maybe don't do it every day, because then your body's gonna expect it. But every now and then, that's a nice pick-me-up. I'm buzzed. Should I just turn down the microphone again? Okay, we're only buzzing for like 2 more minutes. This carrot could stop falling right where I'm gonna cut next. That'd be awesome. Yeah, like when you cook carrots, I find they get more sweet than bitter. Yeah, you lost me at not every day, Kate. I'm just trying to look out for the best thing for you. Hi, vicariously through you. Terpenoids and phenolics are common secondary organic compounds plants produced. Whoa, Twitch Blackmore. Does sound fancy. Tried carving carrots into flowers. How long did that take, though? Under 1 minute. Whoa, I have literally never heard of that. Throw the top half of the carrot? That seems very wasteful. I don't think I could even bring myself to do that, no matter if there's terpenes. Yeah, which half is the top, though? Okay, timer's going off. Let's turn this thing off. And then it really helps release the extra pressure by taking it off of the hot burner too, right? So let me ask, now that the induction is off, is there no more buzzing? Is the buzzing gone? And then I don't release the pressure with you guys. I don't like to show it. Actually, we can put it back here so you can watch from a distance. So take that pot off. And then just showing we're gonna slowly turn and release the pressure by opening up the setting that way. Just it really, really steams up and I don't wanna wreck the camera. So that's the next one. If you guys want to see, I don't even know if you can really see the steam coming out of there, but it's quite powerful. Like, if I hold my hand over there for like 10 seconds, that'll start to burn. It's quite satisfying. And like, I was someone who was a little bit scared of using pressure cookers before, but when I started using them more, I got more comfortable and now I'm not scared. It's awesome. Cut notches out in the carrot log, then slice it into flowers. Oh, that way. That works good then. Yeah. Good one, Blackmore. You have an Instapot for this reason? Yeah. Greek, we're gonna roast the carrots. Like, it'll be pretty quick because we cut them quite small. I'm saying like 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. Flavonoids. We're using such big words today. Flavonoids also give a bitter taste to many plants and plant extracts, fruit juices. Interesting. Yeah, you have an electric pressure cooker. I've never used that before. I've only ever used the stovetop. Okay, so this is the last pressure setting that we're working up to, and then we're good to open up the lid. So from here, let's get the oven heating up then. I'll plug it in. And we're gonna roast at 275 Fahrenheit. And then just for cleaning purposes later, we'll probably coat the sheet pan in foil. Probably do the sheet pan in foil. So it's gonna get sticky with the soy, the honey, the garlic. Oh, I guess, yeah, Instant Pot is the electric pressure cooker. Same, but different. Good one. And yeah, how to make your house smell amazing? Use a pressure cooker. Like, all you smell in here is the aroma of, like, roasted pork. Yes, please. Okay. We'll let that finish up. Why don't we finish cutting the carrots first while we're here? The oven's heating up, and then we'll toss and coat the pork. She says, yeah, right, to the smell. You seen her? She's up. Now that it's these smells in here, she's not napping. Doesn't want to miss anything. We're learning today. Oh, for the terpene percentage, you're saying, Greek, to cook the carrots? That I don't know. This is the first I've actually heard of this, so chat is teaching me right now. We're learning. Yum. Let's just pop that in a bowl as well. These get tossed up. Okay, put that to the side. Bring this over. And how is this going to look right now? Whoa. How is this gonna be? Okay, completely open, no risk of any explosions. So I just want to say, if you don't take those steps to release the steam out of the pot, you literally risk it exploding when you open it because of the pressure in there. Just saying. That is the worst thing you could do. Yum. Yum. Sorry, I steamed it up. Pork. It's steaming. Hello. What if it's already tender? Okay, sounds good, Greek. Maybe we'll see you in a bit. So is there still a film? I think the cleaner that I'm using on my lens is still popping a film on there. It's like very grainy, the view of that camera. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at those juices. Maybe it's worth reducing those a bit. I'm just gonna take a fork, try one of these. Oh man. Okay. It's like already soft and tender. Thank you, Greek. Yeah, we'll see you another time. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, I don't like burning my mouth. So these are pork shoulder pieces that we cut up ourselves. It's already delicious. We don't have to do anything to this. This is completely edible at this point. What? So that's actually telling me we don't have to go as low and slow anymore. We can go a bit quicker on all of our stuff today. I thought this was gonna take a long time to finish. Dust, it's already good. Holy. Can't wait to get that tossed with the glaze we made. So now let's start sneaking this out. Oh, tacos. That would be really good. More. Open it up more. You can put a frozen solid pork roast in the pressure cooker. Half an hour, it's pull apart tender. It's so magical. Seriously, like every time I use the pressure cooker, I'm always so amazed at how well it works. I really do like this piece of equipment for like the rare times that you use it. Okay, so I'll turn up the oven to probably 325 will do. And then yeah, the carrots get roasted as well. It'll be kind of the next thing we cook. Holy. And then just rice on the stove top with steaming the cabbage. That's it. So really easy, the rest of this. We've done the hard part, chat. This was the hardest part. Searing, seasoning the pork, and pressure cooking it. And that's usually how I plan my menus as well. It's like if I plan one more difficult or long process thing, I try to make the rest of the menu quite simple. So these juices in the bottom of the pot, that's what we're gonna mix with the sweet soy sauce and turn it into a porky sweet soy glaze for the rice. Hi FCB, how are you doing? Happy Friday. 8 minutes bringing your largest pot to the coast. Oh, you're bringing your largest pot to the coast because we might do a seafood boil. Yes, dude. Love it. Priorities, right? Still busy, FCB. That is wild. Well, I hope the day shapes up and maybe the busyness dials back a bit. Okay, that's all of that. I'll just put this to the side for now. Do we think we should reduce this at all before we mix it with the soy sauce? Should we just leave it? Because I'm scared it might get too salty, right? Okay, so now this. Take our glaze that we made up. Very, very simple. Fresh minced garlic, about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 1 teaspoon of honey. You just messed up the entire message. It's okay, I can usually decipher. Okay. Now this is gonna get super fragrant, I think, right? And then as I'm tossing this, I'm going slow and controlled so we don't break the pork up into smaller pieces. Keep it nice and chunky. Whoa. Yeah. I'm liking where this is going. I can get behind this. Honestly, just like throw this back in the pressure pot and let it cook. Whoa. That is really garlicky. I can't wait. Okay, sheet pan. Like I said, we'll line it with foil just because this is gonna get sticky. The parchment won't stand a chance. Oh no, the foil snuck out of its holder. You sneaker. Did it break? Ooh, it broke. The foil broke. Foil holder broke. Today, we definitely measured garlic with our heart. Thank you so much, FCB, for the 1,000 bits as well. We are at 91% of the way through our food truck fund, our mobile commissary stream kitchen, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for all the support, friends. FCB. Cooking for FCB live one day for sure. I digress, Torino. Yeah, your brother gives you a run for your money in the kitchen. Do not leave him alone, it seems. Okay. Start spooning. What to heck am I making today? Oh, do we also have to have this conversation because no one has said a thing about it? How about TwitchCon dates that have been announced? How do we feel, chat? I can't believe I forgot. It's a hot topic. Okay, this is looking so good. I think that's spread out enough. As long as it's not piled up in one mound in the center, you're good. And then I'm just gonna hang on to this so that we can stir up the pork later as it's cooking. Okay, up to 325. Yeah, just grab a spoon. Hello, Turtles and Chill. How are you doing? You're gonna try and bring a turtle. Amazing. A cute turtle in a backpack? What? You thought I was gonna bring up Russia. Daft, please. You know we don't talk politics here. This is our escape. Yeah, feels a bit too early for public gatherings. Maybe next year. So we reserved a hotel for it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? I've not bought tickets or anything like that yet. All we've done is reserve the hotel just in case. But yeah, I don't have high hopes, that's for sure, because it's like, what? October is so far away still. Okay, done with this. Do I need my peeler still? No. Just doing a quick cleanup before we start our next task. Oh, I never gave a carrot to the doggo. Eat a carrot, girl. She was waiting so nicely. Nice. Yeah, you got family in the area, so you're couch crashing. That's always so handy. Okay, I'm gonna put this into the oven, guys. This is how it's looking. We can definitely get some more color and caramelization on there. I think I'll go middle rack. Maybe even bottom. I'll go bottom rack. And then why don't I check that in like 30 minutes? We're gonna keep prepping the carrots next. That pressure pot lid out of here. So like I said, these are also gonna get tossed in a sort of glaze, I believe, from the recipe I linked. Sesame roasted carrots. And then citrus butter cabbage, which sounds so good. Sesame roasted carrots. Easy enough for a weeknight meal, fancy enough to serve to guests. These sesame roasted carrots are the perfect side dish. Lovely served hot or cold. There we go. So maybe in the summer we do these, but served cold. That way it's a bit more refreshing and cooling. So a sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, a bit more soy sauce, black pepper, ginger. So I will grab the sesame oil and the ginger from the fridge for this. Oh yeah, and we got some green onions to slice on up for the garnish. I'm not gonna put any thyme, like the herb thyme, in with the carrots. So I don't think those flavors would combine that well. Is my sesame oil here? Guys, I don't know where the sesame oil went. I don't think I used it up. I'm a bit confused right now. We'll have to re-look at my stash. You're on the fence about going FCB right before you go to Colorado, far enough apart that you can't do it all at once. Dang. But yeah, we'll definitely keep everyone in the loop. Like I said, we're not holding our breath, that's for sure, on things following through. But I've also never experienced a TwitchCon being partnered, so that could be interesting. Okay, I don't think it was in here. Nope, that's just hot sauces and other Asian ingredients. Please be in here. Unless my husband put it somewhere that I just have no idea, guys. But I really don't recall using up our sesame oil. Hello. Oh, I have one more place to check. One more. And it's here. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. We have a light soy sauce. Woohoo! Yeah, we get to chill in the partner lounge, right? Thought that would be different as well. Okay, let's just pop this here. I also brought these out just in case we wanted those for garnish later. Pop them back there. And I'm just gonna take this one tray out of the oven that's rattling. It's bugging me. I don't need that in the background noise. Do some schmoozing, bonk. We don't need this where we're going. Holy garlic smells in this place. I'm gonna go a bit lower. I turned it down to 250 now, just because the convection seems to be cooking pretty fast. Are we going to the future right now? We just might be, Mish. Okay, here's our nub of ginger. Let's grab a small container and we'll make the carrot glaze next. Container, microplane, spoon. Because this is the next thing going in the oven. I'm only gonna peel as much ginger skin off that we're going to grate. Just use the spoon to do that. I find it's the easiest. Shave it off. And then how are we doing for timing? It's 1:48. I think we're actually doing really good. I'm aiming to be done by 3 p.m. my time. So just over an hour. So this, just place the microplane right on the container or bowl. And great, great, great. Does a really good job of like breaking up the tough ginger hairs. Amp. Thank you, Amp. Amp has nothing to say, but $5 tip going towards our new freezer for the truck. So thank you very much for that, Ampersand. Once again, everyone who contributes to that will also get their name written on it. Gotta recognize our contributors. And yeah, just before you leave for work, I think Sammy plans to be stopping by around 3 p.m. here. We're gonna do that little car test drive. Suss it out. Is that enough? I think that'll be enough. Fresh ginger can be a touch deceiving. So now just a little bit of rice wine vinegar. Nice, Amp. That's the note. Kate, I got paid today. Well, thank you for sharing some of your paycheck with me. I don't know what you want me to say. Just thank you for all the support. Just a bit of soy sauce. That's gonna season our carrots through. And then sesame oil. It's untoasted, so that's why I'm able to use it for roasting the carrots. If it was already toasted, I feel like it would maybe burn. Like it would get a bitter flavor. So I did 1 teaspoon of that. And then once we have the carrots trayed up, we can do a nice crack of pepper over them. Can maybe even do a bit more cess. It's not a very strong smell yet. We got quite a bit of carrots. Samu. We've been getting like emails from the work link from the government. Just laughing at them. And then I think we'll just do the carrots in a smaller roasting pan. Don't let the juices reduce as much. Don't reduce the juices. So first let's do this. Just go boom. Pour this over. And wait, we didn't use any oil other than the sesame oil yet, so let's just pour a bit of olive oil on this. Holy garlic. It's a garlic pork today. Okay, sounds good, Sam. Yeah, how old is the old spaghetti? Is he? I know, you guys can always come in and blame me for having to order or eat extra food. It's all your fault. I just ordered 83 pounds of takeaway. What is this takeaway made up of, Izzy? What kind of takeaway are we talking about today? Lily, gimme this. Gimme. That would actually be a good, like, text emote. Gimme. That would look good together. Okay, toss this up. So ginger, sesame oil, a little bit of rice vinegar and soy sauce, and olive oil just to help it coat the carrots so they don't dry out. The pork has been in the oven for 10 minutes already. It is smelling insane. This is about to go in next. And then we're getting our rice on. Cut up our cabbages and get the bamboo steamers going on the side. Away we go. Chinese takeout, yayer. Spring rolls, udon noodles with various proteins, hot and sour soup. Okay, we're all coming over. Izzy ordered lunch for all of us, it seems. Thanks, Iz. Now we spread this out. This looks great. Yeah, 83 pounds worth of spring rolls. Let's go. I will take all of the spring rolls that you have in-house. Dude. Just a bit of pep. And those are going in the oven, chat. Thank you, Redja. I know, Iz. Yeah, you know I love your food, Kate. I love to hear that. Woo! It's looking too good. So I'll just keep going with the timer we have. 17 minutes left. Boom. Leave the sesame oil out for now if we want. Done with our induction. Give you the carrots yet. We're still hungry over here. And then we'll switch to our other burner set. Next up. That way we can do 2 pots at once. I know, right? One day. Well, that's the plan for the truck at least. Is to be able to actually like cook for a lot of you. Meet up in person, spend a day together. That's what we have in mind for it. Spread the deliciousness, right? Okay, so let's start with small pot of rice. This should do it. Let that start to heat up, and then I'll go grab the rice kernels for us. And I start the pot dry, and we toast the rice kernels before we boil the rice. Set up a cooking stall at TwitchCon. That's the other thing that I thought of too. That needs me like to email Twitch and ask about something like that. But because I'm out of the country, because I'm not from the States, I feel like I'm gonna run into a lot of red tape. But it never hurts to ask, right? So I'm gonna do a cup of rice kernels, or just over. Should end up with about 3 full cups of rice. Darkester, thank you for the follow. Yeah, of course she did. That's the dog's job, isn't it? Professional taste tester, part-time vacuum cleaner. get a spoon so we can stir the rice as it toasts. Yeah, they just steal the idea. Who knows, Torino? And I will say, like, looking at the basmati kernels, they already look like semi-toasted, so I don't think this is gonna take long. Interesting. I haven't cooked with basmati rice in a long time. So while this is toasting, let's go grab 2 cups of water now. That's right, Bonk. Yeah, on stage presentation. What? That'd be cool. That could be really fun. Everyone can cook with Kate. Holy smokes, the smells in here. Honestly, you can barely handle right now. Yeah, do a live bit and stream it. Well, I will also say this, chat. The hotel we reserved has, it's like a studio, little studio apartment basically. And it has a small kitchen with an induction top, small sink. So if it ends up happening, we'll definitely do a little stream. Maybe even have a couple people over. You never know what could happen. Okay, so we got our water ready. Definitely want a lid to put on the rice. While I'm waiting here, I'm gonna fill the steamer pot up and get that heating for the cabbage. And we don't need a lot of water in a steaming pot. Maybe an inch or so. And then that way it also comes up to temperature really quick. I'm not waiting for like half a pot of water to heat up. So boom. Crank that. Pop a lid on it. Hopefully this view is not too bad. Okay, just going to organize myself a moment here, get rid of this induction that was cooling off on this side. And then away we go. Let's also maybe give these rice kernels a stir. Yeah, Twitch party! Woohoo! Yeah, right, Bonk. We're unsure too. Like I said, we literally only reserved the hotel just in case, but haven't committed to anything else for it. I think that's the smartest way to go about it. Holy, that pork, you guys. It's getting so delicious and roasty looking. Wow. Hey, you just found my YouTube channel, Regia. Check it out. We have like a lot of Twitch VODs on there, but then we also have some one-off special content that we created for the tube. So yeah, have fun. Check it out. There's like 4.5 years worth of our content on there. So if you're ever looking for like a past VOD from years back, that's the place to go search. Nice thing about YouTube, there's a search engine for the channels. So if you're like, I wonder if Kate's ever made anything with chicken, just search chicken and every chicken video will come up. Thanks, Bonk. Right, whatever tomato. I actually didn't know that. Ground toasted rice grains is a critical ingredient in Thai larb dishes. Does it do like a little bit of thickening or just for texture? Yeah, if there's ever a con in Winnipeg, you'll go. Hey, if I host one, you better be coming to Reno. Expect nothing less. We gotta make Ukrainian food together. We gots to. Mary. I have 3 squirrels fighting each other for food. I love squirrels. I could seriously watch them all day, like squirrels and birds. Okay, this is almost there. Okay, it's for the taste and the aroma. Interesting. Thanks for the info as well. I love to learn from people. I love to teach, but I also like to learn. And then when we add the water into the rice, it should really simmer heavily. And then I'm just getting out my steamer. I think it's over here. Bamboo steamer. Literally in the back of the cupboard. We haven't made dumplings for a bit. Sometimes we go through this time in our life when we eat a lot of like gyoza and steamed dumplings. Haven't done that lately. Okay, I dug it out. This is what we're using. My mom picked this up. This set $3 from a garage sale a couple years back. Honestly, can't beat that price. And like the people never even used it. Pro. Peeking at the carrots, they're looking good. Welcome back, Nike. They will be getting your burnt Nadia bread. Love it, Mary. Let's see what they think of it. Nice. Say hi to the waifu for me too, Nike. Okay, I think we're good for water now. Doesn't seem like it's toasting up too much more. And I learned this style of cooking rice. It's an Indian style, actually. She says, hi, hello. And hi, Billy Ravens, welcome in. Perfect. Maybe a bit cool, but that's why we're starting this early. Let that go, we'll let those 2 go. And now while we're waiting, I'm just gonna put this to the side. Nothing has really come up yet. And that way we can keep prepping our cabbage. Because that's what's gonna get steamed up in the steamer pot. "13 minutes till we check on the carrots and the pork. How do we know when the rice needs the water? I actually added it a bit early just now, Josie. But usually the rice kernels, so they start out like translucent, right? As they're kind of like see-through. As they toast, they will go more white colored and you won't be able to see through anymore. That's how you know that the kernels are toasted. It also smells a bit nutty as well. So usually those couple signs lets me know that it's time to add the water. And then like I said, usually a nice sizzle when you put the water in. Good to go. Almost went back there for my knife, but it's right here. Okay, so we used this cabbage, last week? It's got a little bit of brown on here, so I'm just gonna shave off literally the smallest amount that we can. And then we're gonna wedge this. We're gonna wedge it up for steaming. Leave that there for now because we still have to cut the core out of the cabbage. So now, before you even cut this up, this is what I call like the protective layer of the cabbage. It's got a built-in plastic wrap almost. Take that off before we cut it up. Trim off anything else that you don't like the look of. So it's always harder to pick it out once it's cut up small. Basically polymerizing the outside of the grains of rice. They end up not sticking together as much. Basically. Yeah, unless you're making sticky rice. This is truth. So go all the way down the center to open this up. And then we can easily see the core that we have to cut out. So usually I just put my knife on an angle and then cut down. Okay, there's still a bit more. So now I'll almost like wedge it out of there. Pick it out like that. Okay, awesome. All of that is gone. Next one. Some people say the core is sweet, but I've only ever tasted this bitterness from the cabbage core. Has nice crunch, but it can be a bit bitter. All right. There's our prepped up cabbage. Let's get rid of the discard first. Your mom used to give you guys the core? Maybe it was a bit sweeter back then, before they started messing with all the veggies. Maybe. Does washing the rice have the same effect? So washing rice, you're rinsing the starch off, could have the same effect. I don't often cook my rice that way though. So you'd have to try it out and let me know, Blackmore. And then how long on average does the cabbage last in the fridge? It's one of the longer lasting ingredients out there. I'm just gonna keep cutting as we chat. So yeah, this one was a week old and it was like just barely getting browned on the outside from sitting. But I think I've kept cabbage in the fridge for like a month or more. So these are our wedges, trying to keep it like equal thickness so the cabbage steams all at the same rate. So 3 there, probably like 1 per plate or bowl, right? This one will probably end up with 4 wedges. It's a bit of a thicker piece. And then see how as I'm slicing it, I'm trying to keep it together so it doesn't all fall apart. It's also key. Awesome. And then those just get placed on the steamer. And I think for ease of like taking them in and out, we'll cut little pieces of parchment for the steamer to put the cabbage on. So yeah, we're just waiting for those 2 things to come up. While we keep waiting, we'll continue prepping the garnishes for our dish. Just gonna wipe my knife off. Pork is looking really nummy. Looks like it's almost done. Actually want to have a quick peek at it. Just want to make sure that it doesn't get dried out. I don't think that's really possible with pork shoulder though. If anything, it's just really nice and crispy on the outside. Yeah, oh, okay, put it back in. We're still good. Whoa. That's a whole new video request. Please, Kate, do a vid on longevity of veggies in the fridge. That would be a good one, Josie. Pop it in Discord so I remember. It's on Instagram where you fully immerse avocados in water. They never rot or go bad. Whoa. Yeah, go ask your mom. See what happens. Okay, one thing we still gotta do is take some of this juice from our pork pot, strain a bit into a container, and we'll mix it with our soy glaze. This. We have like a porky sweet soy sauce. I'm gonna put that on the burner top to warm it up so it's pourable because it's quite thick. So this, we can use this. Get a fine mesh strainer. Just trying to strain out like any of those floaties that we see in there. They still go bad, it just takes longer, I bet, right? Like anything submerged in water will eventually go bad. And I'm also gonna try and pour this with not all of the fat. A little bit though is good, but not all, just fat layer. Something like that to start. Okay. Steamer pot is bumping here. Should we... I'm gonna turn it down for now just because the rice hasn't come up yet. I'm gonna turn it down a touch. Holy. Okay, like the top layer of this is all fat. But I think it's for good measure. Like that's gonna emulsify together. We're gonna use all of this. We're basically using up the rest of this bottle. Because we're not putting any fat with the rice, cooking it either. So this little bit of fat from the pork juice will definitely help. Let's go with that. See where we end up. Now the question is, will it stay emulsified though? I'm okay if we just spoon this over as well. Nice, yeah, I forgot to ask. Sorry, Nike, the new job. It ain't bad. Love to hear it. I'm gonna give this a taste once we stir it up. See if we need more soy sauce, if it's a bit bland, or if it's perfect. That transformed. Hi, JG. Ah! I got so excited that I decided to throw some of the sauce on the board. Okay, let's try this out. It's not super salty or sweet, so I think I'll try and finish off the rest of the bottle. But it does have this very nice, like, porky aftertaste. That's good. Let this warm up a bit more again. And then after this, should we bring our burner set back up? Steam the cabbage together. Watch the rice finish. We're almost there. Our carrots are in the oven. Our pork is in the oven. Actually, maybe we'll quickly slice our green onion as well while we have the board clear. This is a garnish. Thinly sliced green onion. Pick off those not so nice pieces to start. Root end. Trim up the tops that don't look the best. That one really seen better days. And then from here, I always peel off this stringy bottom piece on the green onion too. The container, we're making like a sweet soy sort of sauce for the rice. We took some pork juices from the pressure cooker earlier and just mixed it with a sweet soy sauce from the bottle. Thought that would be nice to flavor the rice up with, and the veggies as well. Mix it all together. Repurpose that liquid gold from the pressure cooker. Definitely don't throw that out. Probably the rest of that will go into the chicken gravy tomorrow. I just don't have the heart to get rid of it. So dang good. Nike, that's amazing. You're like overexposed to it now. You're like, whoa, Kate. Okay, we'll just thinly slice this up. It's garnish time. I don't know if we'll do the citrus butter with the cabbage. I don't think those flavors are necessary today. Just a nice, sweet, steamed cabbage. Soak up the juices from everything else. We'll give it a little sprinkle with salt too, how about, when we put it in the steamer. And then we left those till the very end because they don't take long to steam. pop that in a small container. Okay, I'm smelling some caramelizing ginger, telling me the carrots are getting happy. Put that to the side. Rinse, rinse. Do you ever think you might do a chicken or steak fajita stream? I'm trying to think of the last time we did that. I feel like we've done it before. Just can't recall when. And yeah, you totally should save up your points. This morning, Mish redeemed some points for me to make some bibimbap.